Britney Spears' Las Vegas residency might be happening after Adele's big departure from Las Vegas. We gotta talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I cover all things pop culture. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. So grab a snack and a drink, hit that subscribe button, and girl, happy holidays. Listen, if you don't love the blinking lights, please let me know in the comments. I'm trying to change it up for you guys, but if it's annoying, let me know. I will definitely change it. We gotta talk about freaking Britney Spears' possible Las Vegas residency. This has gotten me so excited, and I always fall for these things, but it might be happening. Honestly, I don't know. Listen. Britney Spears, she is the biggest mystery right now. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if she is going to come out with something. We don't know what's going to happen between here and the biopic. Did she move to Mexico? Is she single? Is she back with her children? What is going on, right? Now, every other week, there is rumors about a potential comeback, right? Well, best friend, I have an article here that is alleging that Britney Spears is in talks with Vegas residency as Adele departures left a big revenue shoes to fill. So let's read this. It says a big shakeup to the Las Vegas residency is brewing. Rumors are swirling that Britney Spears will return to the stage for another stab at the residency life. The last time fans saw her take over the city was in 2013 for the Britney Piece of Me residency at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino. Now, Vital Vegas's Scott Rubin said, quote, Caesars Entertainment needs to fill its Adele gap now that her residency is done. There are big revenue shoes to fill, and there's clearly a lot of pent-up demand. The hint is already picking up steam in the Britney online groups, and even a hint she'll be back has sparked a lot of excitement. He previously caused a frenzy on X, formerly known as Twitter, by writing, quote, you wouldn't believe it if we told you. So just leaving this here with a picture of Britney. Furthermore, the Mirror can exclusively confirm that while a venue isn't set, Britney won't be performing at the Sphere. Instead, there's a strong sense that she'll be looking at Caesars to corral the Britney army. Rubin is known for his pulse on the Vegas scene, notably hinting at massive residencies like Lady Gaga, Celine Dion, Garth Brooks, and Katy Perry in the past. His reputation precedes him, hence why his cheeky post has fans in high hopes. Listen, you know, he's predicted all the residencies basically. You know, if you guys obviously didn't know, Britney, she was previously working on a Vegas residency called Domination back in 2019. However, of course, the run of the shows was canceled, with their team claiming she was stepping away from work to focus on personal matters. But in fact, there was, obviously, we know why she actually, you know, didn't go through with Domination, what was done to her.
6, 7, 8. We are the club, pop, pop. We're gonna turn shit up, pop, pop. We're gonna turn shit up, pop, pop. We're gonna turn shit up, down. We are the club, look. All eyes on us, pop. All eyes on us, pop, look. All eyes on us. Nice.
When I came off the Piece of Me tour, a new show in Las Vegas was supposed to take place. Aside from my fear that my father was plotting something, I felt strong and inspired. The Vegas show hadn't been canceled yet. I was hiring new dancers and going over the routines. I started rehearsing early, but it was hard because I'd been doing Vegas for 4 years and I needed a break in between. But no, I was told this is the timeline and this is how it's going to go. I rehearsed 4 days a week, half of the time in the studio and half of the other time in a Westlake studio. I was basically directing most of the show. I actually did most of the choreography, meaning I taught my dancers my new choreography myself. I take everything I do very seriously. There's tons of video with me at rehearsals.
You should go get the book if you haven't already, because it is absolutely insane what she went through. Listen, Britney loves to perform. We see that. We see her on Instagram. We see her in her fashion show. She's performing. That's a performance, right? I'm split. Part of me obviously wants this to be true. The other part of me is like, girl, you know damn well that's not true. I'm in the middle. I'm in the freaking middle, and I would love this to happen. It would be everything if this happened, honestly. But we also have to realize that, you know, we got to think about what's right for Britney, right? We can't think of ourselves. I mean, I love to be front row wearing her merch and screaming like a crazy person? Abso-freaking-lutely. I would love to see her on stage. The real reason, or the biggest reason I would love to see her on stage is really because, you know, what her family and these monsters did to her was take away her passion to perform, take away her dream. Has always been her dream, is to be a performer. And so many interviews where she said she's living her dream life, that she's so happy, that she feels so blessed, and that she feels so, you know, just living her dream. That all was stripped from her, right? Because of money. So that's why I would love for her to also be performing. So it could be a big FU to everyone, you know, who was involved in the monstrosity that was done to her. So obviously that is one of the biggest reasons I would love to see her back on stage, is that just to give the big FU. Having said that, of course, we need to factor in her mental health, her physical health. Like, does she even want to, right? Would the Las Vegas residency be a good idea? Listen, I mean, you know, she always said she enjoyed the travel commute. She doesn't like to travel. She doesn't want to do a whole world tour. So this would be easier for her. But it would have to be her way, right? Like, she would have to sit there in that team meeting and say, look, this is a set list. This is a choreography. This is what my outfits are going to look like. This is what you're going to use for press and tour. This is what I'm not going to do. This is what I will do. And this is what I will consider doing. Period. You want to accept all this? Then I will sign on the dotted line. If not, there's no deal. Like, it has to be like that. For fans to support any future projects, we have to know that Britney Spears is 100% in charge, 100% involved, and 100% approving of everything that is being put out. That way, you know, we feel good about supporting her because we know we are supporting her vision, her dream, and her way. You know, especially after we heard what we heard in court, and we heard her voice saying things. Like, after that, you know, everyone was like, we're not supporting anything unless she tells us to, right?
When I look back, I realize how much of myself I withheld on stage, how much by trying to punish the people who held me captive, I punished everyone else too, including my loyal fans, including myself. But now I know why I'd be sleepwalking through so much of the past 13 years. I was traumatized. In the most demoralizing moments of my Las Vegas residency, I wore tight wigs, and I'd dance in a way where I wouldn't move a hair on my head. Everyone who was making money off me wanted me to move my hair, and I knew it, and so I did everything but that. By holding back on stage, I was trying to rebel in some way, even if I was the only one who knew that that was what was happening. Toning down my energy on stage was my own version of a factory slowdown. As a performer who had always taken so much pride in her musicianship, I can't stress enough how mad I was that they wouldn't even let me change up my show.
So I think it would be a wonderful idea for her to get back on stage, just to give that big FU to these monsters, because they can't get a dime from it. And I know it will be probably, you know, the biggest residency since her Las Vegas residency. So I just think it would be really, really cool. I really would. I always fall for it. I always fall for the rumors. But I mean, if this guy predicted Celine Dion, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Garth Brooks, I mean, they all have Vegas residencies. So he might be, telling the truth. I just feel like, you know, maybe take a year, think about it, organize it, do the set list you want. Because, you know, she complained so much about her previous Vegas residency because they wouldn't allow her to do anything new, any new songs or even new remixes. It would always be the same damn songs. So I think that her way, she would find excitement. You know, it's 2 nights a week. Get her money, do what she loves to do it her way, and I think we would be seeing a new Britney, you know. And even, I mean, it doesn't have to be every week, right? Like, she could control it. She could easily perform 4 times a month, you know, and have like a year residency, right? Or a 2-year residency, 4 times a month, 2 times a month, whatever it is, girl. And yeah, I don't know. I would love to see Britney back on stage. So what do you guys think? Would you go support her if Britney Spears did decide to do another Vegas residency? Let me know in the comments. I also wanted to just say thank you all so much for supporting my toy drive. If you didn't know, we are doing a toy drive to give back to the children in need. I am working with a wonderful organization that helps, you know, women and single moms who are leaving a domestic home, who are, you know, who escaped. We are working with youth who also are runaways or homeless or been kicked out, or just so many different beautiful organizations that we are working with. And we're going to provide some holiday cheer. So the link is in the description if you wanted to check out the Amazon wish list. And I've already received about 50 packages, and I'm so thankful. I will be opening each package and reading the thank you. There's letters that you guys can write if you want, and I will be reading those on my video. So just thank you all so much. It really does mean the world to me. I love you all so much, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah. Bye.